Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We begin with breaking news here on the Fox 61 News at 10. Police are investigating after a person was hit by a vehicle in Vernon. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. This crash was reported just about an hour ago. DOT is reporting Route 30 in Vernon is closed between South Street and Grove Street because of that crash.
Now, we have not received any information about the victim or their condition. We are working to get more details from police and we'll bring them to you when they become available. All right, new tonight, call it a graduation ceremony controversy, a day of celebration in Meriden marred after the detainment of a local student by ICE.
ICE agents detained a senior student just days before he was supposed to walk the stage at graduation. Students and community members say they're upset and they're outraged.
Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot was at tonight's graduation to talk to those in attendance about what's happening.
Seniors at Maloney High School graduated Tuesday evening. Family members cheered and screamed for their loved one as they walked across that stage. But for senior Kevin Rosero, who was detained by ICE, his family did not get that moment.
We're so proud of you, Connor.
2025, we out.
The Maloney High School class of 2025 received their diplomas Tuesday evening. As they walked into graduation, there were plenty of smiles from students and their families.
Honestly, I'm just happy for her because she's like the oldest in the house. And it's kind of sad that she's leaving, but also I'm happy for her. She's gonna pursue her dreams and
Very emotional. I watched him from just a baby. It feels like yesterday he was born. It's amazing watching him grow up into the man he is today.
Truly a blessing. I remember my freshman year at high school, and for it to come true, especially now today, is unreal.
It was amazing. I went through hard times in high school, but I made it through the end because of my belief in God. It's all because of him. That's why I'm here right now. God is good all the time.
But despite graduation being a big night, morale has been low for the graduating class. On June 6, Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents detained 16-year-old senior student Kevin Rosero. The city says ICE did not contact the district or any Meriden public school, but after being detained, it was determined Rosero would not be allowed to walk at graduation. Students and community members were floored when they heard this.
We stand together. It represents Kevin. He's not here today with us because he was deported and he's brought to Texas, but I am praying for him and his family to come back safely and get his diploma because he deserved to walk today.
I was honestly enraged and shocked that this would happen right here in Connecticut, especially because of the narratives that we've been hearing about, the people who will be targeted or folks who have a criminal record. What is a, honor roll student who is 16 years old that's about to graduate with high school? Where does that fit into the larger national narrative?
Robert Kaczynski Jr., the president of the Meriden Board of Education, said they plan to honor Rosero when he is released from federal custody.
Something that he and his family can enjoy, and I think that's something that we owe to him. He worked hard. He graduated.
The mayor and city council majority leader released a joint statement Monday saying, quote, "We are working hard to get this Maloney student back to Connecticut." In Meriden, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Well, President Trump is defending his decision to send U.S. troops to Los Angeles to respond to the protests against immigration and customs enforcement there. Another 2,000 National Guard troops and 700 Marines were sent to the Los Angeles area.
The mayor of Los Angeles declared a local emergency. She's issued a curfew for a 1-mile section of the city, hoping to quell the chaos.
Connor Hansen has a look at what's happening out west.
If we didn't do it, there wouldn't be a Los Angeles. It'd be burning today, just like the houses were burning a number of months ago.
Speaking to soldiers at Fort Bragg, President Trump defended his decision to send thousands of National Guardsmen and 700 Marines into L.A. The troops are there to protect federal officers and buildings, but California officials say they're not wanted.
I have declared a local emergency and issued a curfew for downtown Los Angeles to stop the vandalism, to stop the looting.
Governor Gavin Newsom has asked a federal judge to prevent the troops from acting as law enforcement in the city. Arguments in that case will happen Thursday. Meanwhile, Trump's Fort Bragg speech gave a preview of a planned military parade Saturday celebrating 250 years of the U.S. Army.
We're going to celebrate on Saturday, and we're going to celebrate from now on. We're going to celebrate our greatness and our achievements.
That same day, a group called No Kings is holding nationwide counter demonstrations, though the group says it is not organizing a protest in Washington. And with government spending top of mind, even some Republicans are skeptical of the parade.
I'm not sure what the actual expense of it is, but I'm not really, we were always different than, the images you saw of the Soviet Union and North Korea. We were proud not to be that.
Since last Friday, ICE agents in LA have reportedly arrested about 300 people in the country illegally. In New York, Connor Hansen, Fox 61.
Now, the latest Fox 61 weather impact forecast.
It was a rainy start to the day today. Then some areas finished with sun before this grand finale comes through. Here's a look at the last few showers in the state. Willington, Ashford, Eastford, Pomfret, and Putnam all seeing a few last drips and drabs before we get this out of here. And it is long gone by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. Then we turn our attention to sunshine and warmer temperatures as we go from wet to warm in the coming days. Temperatures right now are in the 60s across the state. We're seeing falling levels of humidity, and tomorrow looks absolutely beautiful. There could be some early patchy fog, but we break for sun really quickly. It is bright and warmer with high temperatures climbing into the lower 80s as we head through the afternoon, and even the shoreline climbs up around 80 degrees. We're also looking at a nice evening tomorrow night, and it turns even warmer as we head into your Thursday with highs in the mid and upper 80s. While we stay dry on Friday, it looks like we have more showers for Saturday. We're going to talk about it, the timing. Your full forecast is coming up in just a bit, guys.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Right now, an investigation is underway after state police reported a car was shot out last night on the highway in New Haven. Fox 61's Raven Blue has more on what we know tonight and the concerning trend when it comes to these kinds of crimes.
Connecticut State Police are on the hunt for the person that shot at a vehicle on I-95 in New Haven. Just after 5 Monday afternoon, State Police responded to a call of shots fired on I-95 North near exit 46. That's right near the interchange between I-95 and I-91 in New Haven. Troopers say a vehicle was hit by gunfire, but fortunately no one in that vehicle was hurt. State Police don't know what led up to the shooting. They say the suspect was driving a white Audi. The vehicle reportedly got onto I-91 North before exiting the highway. In what is likely another instance of road rage, a growing and concerning trend in Connecticut, with numerous cases reported in these past few months. Back in March, state police say a man was shot in his vehicle by another driver along I-91 in South Windsor. And just a month prior, a man was caught on video attacking another driver, kicking at her car in the middle of I-84 in Southbury. In cases of road rage, state police urge people not to engage with any other driver, but instead try and let the person pass. And if it needs to escalate to police, call 911 as soon as possible. State Police is asking anyone with information about this incident to contact Troop G in Bridgeport. In New Haven, Raven Blue, Fox 61.
Raven, thank you. New tonight, the battle over the expansion of Tweed New Haven Airport continues. Neighbors aren't giving up without a fight, even with a number of new projects and upgrades set to be rolled out at the airport.
Those people shared their concerns with airport officials at a community meeting tonight. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi shares their messages.
Yeah, Tweed Airport officials and members of the community gathered at Nathan Hill School in New Haven Tuesday evening to talk about a lot of the important topics regarding the future of the airport. But while Tweed has several upcoming projects in the works, the main concern neighbors wanted to talk about was air quality.
Pollution hangs in the air. It hangs in the air.
A serious concern for people living around Tweed New Haven Airport. Airport officials held a community meeting to update neighbors on airport upgrades, including the new terminal project, the current traffic and parking issue, and the latest data collected on noise and air quality. But neighbors like Lisa Ventura McHugh only wanted to talk about one thing.
You said you put out stuff for the air, for the pollution and everything. I want one put on my property. I've been asking you for over a year now to do that for us.
Airport officials announced a residential air program providing hundreds of high-efficiency air purifiers to homes in the area at no cost. They hope this program will help improve the quality of life in the community. But McHugh said it's still not enough, and many others agree.
Putting an air purifier is not going to help us.
That's right.
Because the fumes with the windows closed are in my living room and my kitchen.
Yeah.
I can't breathe at night.
During the first quarter of the year, airport officials implemented noise monitors in hopes of improving the noise pollution problem in the neighborhood. As for traffic in the area, TWIT plans on having more law enforcement on hand and plans to invest in traffic management to keep cars from getting backed up into residential streets, a point Tony Criscuolo made sure was addressed at the meeting.
It's not just airport people that are coming and parking in our space and throwing beer bottles all over the place. And people would like to have certain things done, but I think that a lot of times when people say we ought to have a law, there is a law, but it's not being enforced. And I think what people are asking for is enforce the law.
Officials hope these changes and others will contribute to significant economic growth in the coming years, with projections reaching more than $100 million. Now, airport officials say the efforts to address these issues will continue, and they will work together with neighbors and members of the community to help meet their needs as best they can. In New Haven, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.